Hi again. I'm actually wait. Let me adjust this to look a little better. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing yet, so y'all just bear with me. Trying to get this look somewhat presentable, but we're doing Atlanta. We are on episode 3 and 4. I'm going to talk about those, and then I'm just going to do 2 episodes at a time. So it's not like a whole bunch of just like one long video. So let's talk about episode 3. Okay, episode 3. Van takes well no, Van Vanessa, they call her Van, is Ern's baby mama. He takes her out on a date and he just got paid, but he gets paid on commission. So he only got like $60 or something. So he on the phone with his friend. His friend like, hey man, how you like broke on payday? I mean, I know a lot of people can relate to that. I mean, we all been there before. But I think he only got like $64. I'm like, I don't know where he's taking her to Burger King or something. But his friend suggests to him like, hey, take her to like the Indigo Lounge. They got happy hour, and it's all night after 7, I believe, which sound like a good idea. So he like, all right, I'm gonna take her there. So they go on their date, and they're trying to find valet, and he's trying to be as cheap about it as possible. So he's driving up, and it's some random dude with a lightsaber, um, dancing, trying to that's parking cars, and he was like, "Oh, I can park your car or whatnot, or you can park your car here, and I'll watch it. And if somebody gonna tow it, I'll come get on some real hood shit." And he's like, but be back by like 11 o'clock because that's when people start stealing and all this other shit and steal cars and vandalize. And then Van's like, oh, hell no, I'll take my car to valet because the dude actually charged about just as much as the valet, which is ridiculous. Um, so then they get in the restaurant. So he in the restaurant and it was like, I don't know, Ernest, like, I don't see your happy hour menu. And, typical waitress, little perky Becky, she's like, oh, we don't do that anymore. We just under new management and we have a new chef and blah, blah, blah. They just made all these changes and we do mostly seafood based now. If you hear seafood, that is going to cost you some money because seafood is expensive. Even in Atlanta, seafood just gonna cost you if you going somewhere trying to get seafood. So he like, damn. So she like, oh, Van's all like, she just happy to be on a date. I know in the previous episode, she's supposed to be dating or going out with people, but I know she like really still, you could tell that she keeping hope alive to be with Earn and wants him to get his shit together so they can be together and raise their daughter in a 2-parent home. Is that just too much to ask? But yeah, so she ordered a little drink and then he like, oh, I just get some tap water for the free, but she's like, oh, don't make me drink alone. So he get a High Life, so it's probably like $5, whatever. So the money is just going. And then she's talking about what she ordering. And then he like, what soup y'all got? She said some seafood soup that got all types of seafood in it, which gonna be expensive. And then I think that she said it was like $28 for the soup. It's probably real good. I love seafood, so I'd have been here for it. But and then I forget what Van orders, and he's just really tense and nervous because he's like, man, how am I gonna pay for this meal? I know it's gonna be more than what I got. I mean, he could have just overdraft. I don't even know if his card would let him overdraft and then worried about it later. I don't know. So yeah, then it during this episode is the date that's going on, and then it's Darius and Ern's cousin, Paperboy. They supposed to be doing a drug transaction, I guess, to re up on their product, and they go out to the woods or whatnot. And turns out it's the Migos are the drug dealers or whatnot. And I mean, I'm not super familiar with. I mean, I know who the Migos are. I mean, I ain't like completely out of touch, but I don't know like all their names. It's like Offset and Takeoff. I don't know. I think that's two of them. But and I hope that's them. If not, y'all can get me out, whatever. I don't care. Um, yeah, so they going to that, and then they real nervous, and he's trying to get his hustle on. Darius got the suitcase handcuffed to his wrist, and he like, I want to look, want to look professional, so he handcuffed to his wrist, and then turns out later he ain't even got the handcuff key, and he don't know where it's at. So they over in the woods, and this is always, I promise, any type of drug boss or somebody, drug leader or whatever, they always have somebody come in and invite, oh, come in, or come into that area, and they always got somebody hostage or something real foul going on, like they about to shoot, a murder, stab, punch, like do something harmful to the person, some other person that's wronging them, and it's like they doing it as a, like, oh, just to show you not to fuck with me type, thing. So that's what it looked like to me, like, oh, we, you here to do business, but this is what happens to motherfuckers who cross me or don't, have my money, or I don't know. So they had this one dude, he like in the tire part of the trailer on the side, and he just fall out, and then he like naked. Well, he got like drawers on. He said, oh, don't kill me. They said, put your clothes on. It's cold out here, or something. Then he have him run, and then he like, oh, hand me Percy, which is a gun. And then he had a dude run. I mean, I would have been zigzagging, rolling on the floor. If he told me to go and run, I'd run backwards. So I see what I don't know. I ran real like zigzag, so my ass wouldn't got shot. So dude was just so nervous, running, and he eventually shoots him, and I guess shoots him dead. He fell to the ground and didn't move no more, and then they went on with the story. So I'm assuming he's dead. Um, but the drug transaction goes on. He was like, hey man, where you been at? I ain't heard from you. I heard you had got arrested on some murder, attempted murder or some type of charges. And I don't know if those were the exact charges on Paperboy or what, but like he was pretty much saying like it's suspect that you were just got arrested for some shooting somebody and you already out on the streets. Now you trying to get, drugs or whatnot. So he pretty much, I guess, insinuating like, oh, is he high or is he like a snitch now or what? And dude was like, nah, it's not like that. I'm cool. I ain't, on no other shit. Or I guess if I were to wire, I don't know, whatever. And it's just really funny because his phone rang during that time, because it's like at the same time, simultaneously, Van is on his date and they're doing the drug deal with the Migos. And he calls not Van. Earn calls Paperboy asking him, I guess, to like square cash or send cash quick pay him like $20 so he can finish off and pay for the rest of this date. Um, so I guess the day was under $100 or something. And then he like the Migos dude was like, man, put that shit on speakerphone so he could hear who it is and whatnot. He was like, hey man, can you put that on my thing? He's like, oh, thank you. Then he just started rambling like, hey man, y'all get that drug deal done and all this, and with the so and so dude and the Spanish dude, and y'all get the drugs and all that. He's like, man, I don't know what you're talking about, but I send that money to you. All right, cool. So it was really funny because it was like, boy, shut up. Why you even trying to talk about that? Don't you gotta get back to your date? Like maybe he just wants to be nice and it's saying conversation, but she don't say that type of shit on the phone anyway. So it was just really funny. He's like, man, what you talking about? Nah, I see the money. All right, cool, bye. So they ended up going on a date and it was cool. And she see that he ain't leave no tip, and she's like, damn, it's enough that she get paid less than you, because she just starts talking about equal pay thing with women, which is true. And she in the service business, so they don't get paid like that as it is. And then she really, they live off of tips and shit. My boyfriend, he works in hospitality, and shit's ridiculous. If they don't get them tips, it's rough. It's well, they not at least getting paid decently hourly, which most of them are not. It's like, please just tip people. I mean, not just tip anybody if they're horrible, like, but if they give you some good service, give them something. Damn. But yeah, so because I know people who got money, and do not tip. Like they just refuse to tip, and I feel like that's really fucked up because I ain't got like a whole bunch of money or nothing, but I'll tip people. Like I feel like if somebody give me good service and everything, they deserving of something. Like I feel like that's crazy if you just don't tip at all, or if you are in the meat, like if you in the financial situation where you can tip well and you don't. I always side eye people like that because that's just real bogus and it's just trash. But anyway, tip people if you get good service, tip them. Um, yeah. So from there, they go home or whatnot, and I forgot what happens where they get into it. I think because I guess her dream is to open a boutique or something, and he kind of insults her on that, and his dream I guess is to manage his cut. I mean, that ain't his dream, but I guess to make money to get into that business or whatnot. It's like I'm not quite sure what his end game is with this. So from this point, because this is just episode 4. No, this is episode 3. I'm gonna talk about 4 in a second. So yeah, that's that. Um, And he was telling my son, if you ain't gonna do it for me, then at least do it for our daughter. And she was like, man, that's just fucking stupid. Like, I guess support him and be supportive of him. And she was like, man, you sound dumb as fuck and whatever. Then at the end of the episode, he pulled it. He called and he reported his card stolen, which is, I know some people that do that. That's fucked up. But I've never done it. But I'm like, hey, I can understand it. But anyway, episode 4 is Paperboy. It starts off they're like coming out of a club. I think this is how it starts off. Forgive me if this is wrong. The Once we get closer towards like when I'm watching it today, what I watched today, I will be more thorough in my review of what the hell happened. But right now, I'm just trying to get caught up, and I'm just pretty much saying what stood out to me in the episodes. So this is what stood out to me. Some other stuff might have happened, or some other stuff. I'm just trying to say what I remember while it's somewhat fresh. So episode 4 is they're coming out of a club. It's him and Darius. It's Aaron, Darius, and Paperboy. And this dude come up, and he looked like he Asian, and but he's like got tanner skin. So I'm like, is he black and Asian, or it's like a lot of Asian people who have darker skin. And I'm just talking about like Asian, like I don't know, he could be Korean, Vietnamese. I don't know what he is. He not Indian or anything because I know that's part of Asia too. Um, so I don't know, but he just had like some melanin. His skin was melanated, put it like that. So he was like, he walked up, hey man, Paperboy, what's up, nigga? This is this. And he was like gliding around. We're like, why is he moving like that? I thought he had on one of those like Heely shoes or something because I couldn't tell. Like maybe I wasn't paying attention enough. But the way he was moving was like he was gliding or like I don't know, it was weird. But towards the end of their meetings together, you see it pans back and you can see that he's on one of those stupid ass hoverboard things. So that's why he was moving like gliding and flowing around. So he was like, hey, Paperboy, blah, 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 what's up? You want this hat? Can I get a picture for the gram? Can I do this? And he's just like a walk-in, just advertising himself and trying to build a brand or build something, whatever he's doing. You can tell that he's very active on social media and all of his platforms. So that's what you see. Which is, I guess, that's what you gotta do when you in this. So yeah, take the picture, all that. And Ern is just really talking about like, man, I really need some money. Like he was like, I need to get some money. They go to like a pawn shop. Him and Darius and Ern go to a pawn shop, and before that, Paperboy sees that the dude that was, took a picture with is like trolling the shit out of him on social media. Like he using every like little bit of their encounter, and then he's talking about his music, how it's trash, like how he's not a good rapper, and like, you know, just pretty much just trolling the shit out of him. And Paperboy takes offense to it, feels like, you know, he's being exploited and everything, and he just go off on this like rant, going back and forth with this boy when that's exactly what those type of people want. I'm like, just be quiet. Like, if you silence is golden, like don't give these motherfuckers anything more than you done already gave them to start with, and then it's gonna die down and they gonna move on to the next person or whatever. But he took super offense to it. You know, he like real hood, so he feel like he got to defend himself and can't come off as no punk. I don't know, whatever. So from there, we see um, Darius and Van go to a pawn shop. He pawn his phone, and then from pawning his phone, I think he get this sword. From getting that sword, they go to this. I don't know this. These Asian people. Um, I'm sorry, I was cooking during this episode, so I was in and out, and I got the gist of it. And they traded the sword because I guess the sword like it was worth some money, and then from there they got this dog, and it was like a breeding dog, it's a male, and from there they gave the dog to this farmer dude, and Darius like not Darius, Ern is like, okay, so yeah, because Darius told him like, yeah, we can make like thousands of dollars off these, you know, the puppies and whatnot. He's like, oh, for real? And I guess he didn't explain to him from the beginning that, you know, you got to wait for these puppies to get conceived and, uh, you know, grow in the mama tummy and be born and sold before you get any money from it. So Darius thinking he gonna get some quick money. Not Darius, I keep calling him Darius. Ern keeps thinking that this is gonna be a quick thing, and it's not. Like they went dropped the dog off to this dude, and was like, "All right, I'll see y'all in September." When you know the puppies and stuff happen, and we can sell them each these pit or whatever the dog breed was for like 2 to 4K each, which is a good investment. But he expressed to Darius like, man, I needed that money. I needed that phone. I don't have, you know, time to be investing. I am poor. And that means that I got to think about eating today, not in September and all this. And he just, there ain't no quick money. I mean, he might as well just go sell some drugs with his cousin real quick if he's trying to make some quick, fast money. Like, I guess he just don't want to do that, get arrested. I don't know, whatever. So Darius feels bad, and he was like, "Oh, my bad. I thought you knew that that's how this worked." And then he goes on and he gives him his phone. It was like, "Man, just take this in and sell it. I change phones every month anyway. Cause I mean, he sells drugs, so he can't be keeping the same phone anyway." So he's like, "Go ahead and take it and sell this for some money and do what you need to do." And he apologized and like, you know, we should be cool by now. Like at this point, we should be cool because Ern was always like reluctant or not really all that cool with Darius. Think he weird. He is very eclectic or whatnot. But yeah. So from there, there's a confrontation between the dude that's been trolling Paperboy and Paperboy. And there's another scene where they're at the pool hall because he didn't want to be around nobody. He was upset and shit. He's like, I don't want to go nowhere, be around nobody. So he goes to the pool hall, and then he hear that some dude have been asking about him. And it turns out the dude that was trolling him, the Asian dude, like got pictures of him taking out the garbage. So I'm like, what, you stalking this man? It was real crazy. I'm like, that's just like creepy as fuck. So from there, they at the pool hall, and then the dude at the pool hall said that somebody else was looking for them. And then another part back in, I don't know if it's this episode, somebody was like, "Hey, you paper boy," or just people in the streets is like noticing him. And then some dude with a mask on came to his door talking about some, "Hey, this paper boy live here," and dude was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Nah, man, who asking? Like, you don't just be telling people business like that. I mean, he could just like look for himself if he's stalking. He can see if he come out the door, then you know if he live there. But I ain't gonna be telling people business, and it was weird. I mean, you have all the guns you want, but because they got like guns and stuff, and they sell drugs, but still, it was just like really creepy. I mean, if you ain't just going to take out your garbage and you get shot, I'm just getting shot. I mean, whatever. Um, yeah, so at the pool hall, he was like somebody else was looking for Paperboy, and I think he was like laying there sitting with one eye open, sitting in his car with a something on, a jacket, a pink jacket, and was looking for Paperboy. Talking about some, oh, I'm frowning a lot. I don't know. Maybe I'm serious and trying to tell you the story. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sure I get what I have to say out and it makes sense. So please bear with me. This will get better. Um, so after that, he meet up with the dude who been trolling him. He get where he work at. Like, oh, I know where dude work at. Turns out dude sell pizzas. So he like, oh hey baby boy, what's up? What up, nigga? And he was like, man, know what's up, me and all that. He was like, hey, come with me real quick on this run because I gotta go deliver this pizza. And he see a little boy in the back, so he kind of felt bad for him and shit. Like, all right, man, let me just hear this dude out because he, like, man, he got a kid and all that. So let me just talk to him and just see where his head at. So he talking to the dude, and the dude was like, "Man, what's up? You got a problem?" He's like, "Man, we all out here hustling. We all doing what we gotta do, to make this money. I'm putting out this content, and that's what's making him money. I mean, not that much money if he's still selling pizzas and shit. Like, what kind of money are you making when you still gotta go deliver pizzas and stuff? I mean, like, it looked like he got like a YouTube channel. Maybe he ain't getting that many views. I don't know. So, but he's still delivering pizzas. And Paperboy goes out because he's saying some shit, and he was like, he say something deep, and then the dude like, "Hey man, can I use that?" He was like, "What you mean?" He's like, "Man, I always want to use that." He's like, "You record this?" He's like, "Man, yeah, I record everything." Like, so apparently, dude records every aspect of his life because somebody will find it valuable. So, I mean, which is true. It's a buyer for pretty much just everybody for everyone, and it's a buyer out there for every type of weird, creepy thing. So he probably could sell it. Um, so he go off and he was like, "Man, I don't want to be saying nothing because your son in the back or whatnot, but it's fucked up or whatever what you doing, blah blah." He's like, "That ain't my son, that's my business partner." And the dude, he's like, "Man, he get hella hoes and all this online." And I'm like, "Oh my goodness, this is just ridiculous because it really do be like that." And that's just crazy. So the little boy go, I guess, say his little tagline or his what he known for, and he just start cussing because it's all bleeped out. I'm watching this through what's the name stuff? And it plays on FX, so they ain't gonna be cussing like that. So I wish I could have heard cuss words. Not that I want to hear kids cuss, but whatever. So yeah, and then he got the little boy go off and deliver the pizza. And he like, "Oh, you got this boy out here delivering pizzas." And then the little boy goes to the door, deliver the pizza, and some little thug or grown ass man thug pat the boy down, take the pizza, close the door. And her boy like, damn, that boy just got little boy just got robbed. And he was like, and then here go the dude sitting here with his phone, like, I know, right? It's messed up, recording the whole thing. And I'm like, cause he probably gonna try to make that into a video, so and so, whatever the little boy name is, see how he got robbed or see how he ain't get the money for this piece. And the boy's sitting there kicking on the door, trying to get the money, like, hey, I know where you live, give me my money. And I'm like, that's just a damn shame which it's really sad how many people have that mentality now. I rather record it and for views and money later than to actually step in and take some action. Not that this was a big ass deal, but I'm just saying in other instances where people are more inclined to take out their phone than to take action and to help, not unless taking out your phone is the action that needs to be taken to record and to get information for like the future. So like for like a case or somebody racist shit going on in the police where they need to be like watched at all time and held accountable. Not just the police, but I mean, people like, you know what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, like, at this point, you see somebody getting robbed or something, or a little child getting hurt, or somebody getting beat up or stabbed or something like that. The thing shouldn't be to sit there and, ooh, let me record this. You should be trying to help the person or call the police or something like that. And it's just sad that in this world today, that is what people do. They grab their phones, not to call the police, but to record it for views and likes and stuff like that. So I think that is the end of episode 3 and 4. If I missed something, I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't gonna go back and watch it, so it is what it is, and that's what I got from the 2 episodes. Now, the next couple episodes will be 5 and 6, and from here on, I think I will have a more clear review on it because these are ones that I watched more recently, and some of them I will be watching today. So I'm gonna pause or stop this again, and then you can go ahead and click to the next video for 5 and 6 and so forth. And please subscribe because I have not asked nobody to subscribe to nothing at this point. Um, and like my video if you like it. Don't like it if you don't like it. I'll see y'all later. Peace.